Hello, we're with Community Talk today, and we would like to share some of the things going on with the Blue Star Mothers. So today I have with me Karen Vollman, our recording secretary, and she's going to tell you what time our meetings are.
Well, our business meetings are the second Thursday of the month at 6:30 at the Oakwood Mall. And we're over there between the Cookie Company and Dillard's if anybody would like to join us. And then our packing meeting is the fourth Thursday of the month at 6:30 at the Oakwood Mall. And tomorrow night is packing.
That's right.
We got several boxes going out, around 50.
And we're sending their Thanksgiving packages out because we want to make sure that they get them in time. So we've already got most everything I think that we're going to do. We've got turkey dinners. We've got, I think, pecan, pumpkin, cherry, and apple pies. And then all of us moms are cooking and making different things.
I'm doing a blessing mix for Thanksgiving, and each candy or pretzel or kiss or M&M stands for something related back to the Pilgrims.
Yes, you should have brought that so you
I
could
should have
read
brought it so everybody could see it. It's really neat. I done it a couple of years ago, and it is really nice. It's got the candy corn because they grow the crops for corn, and they got seeds for the planting, and it has a little poem about everything that's in it, and it's related to harvest and the Pilgrims.
Awesome. I think that's pretty neat. And she's got all the poems printed out so that we can send them to the troops.
It'll be on the top of the box, and that way when they eat that, they'll know what each thing means in it.
That's right.
It's kind of cool.
I think it's neat. So, well, thanks for doing that and going that little bit of extra. It helps
we
them.
try to do things special like Thanksgiving and Christmas for their holiday boxes because they're away from home, and a little something from home, always matters a lot to them.
Exactly. And, when it's your son or daughter that's away from home, it really gets you. So many years that we go through that. And then, so both of our sons are home, but we've been there so many times.
But there's one deployment that my son did that he was gone 2 Thanksgivings and 2 Christmases away, the 15th month deployment. And I'm sure there's many, many others that's like that too.
And I believe that same thing happened to my son too because he got extended.
But even though our sons are home, we still do for the others. When you make out that custom for them, you just want to grab them and hug them. You wish you could meet every one of them.
Exactly, you do. And then when you do meet them, it's really exciting.
It's really neat, yes.
So, well, moving on, we had a fundraiser this past weekend at Walmart. And we handed out our list and just asked people to come in to purchase an item or two and bring it back to us and to help us fill the boxes for our troops. And Northwest Oklahoma is so good to us and so good to our troops. We brought in so many bags, and
we had about 20 grocery carts full of stuff.
Probably
that they did.
Something like that. So it'll last us most of the year, I believe. We may have to pick up a few things here and there.
Yeah, usually the moisture wipes or socks or something like that. Because we try to send socks in every box.
So it's pretty neat, though, that the people care and that they can give like that. So now we've got lots of work to do putting this stuff up so that we'll be ready for the packages. So, excuse me.
Yeah, the Thanksgiving, like she said, has to go out at our packing meeting tomorrow night. And then the Christmas, we usually do the first Saturday in December because those have to be out by the 10th or 12th for them to get them in time.
Right.
So we'll soon be doing the Christmas ones too.
The first week in December usually, yeah.
Right. But we usually do those like at 1:30, 1 or 1:30 in front of our store.
Yeah, hopefully so that people that want to come out and help us or bring their kids and let them be a part of it.
Yeah, because we try to do it on Saturday.
And then we met at the Elks Club last night, and they had a good-sized donation for us. And they collect items for us also. So they have given us, I believe it was 70 packs of cards that we're going to send to the troops. So they'll have cards to play.
Cards.
Play games with.
We got 2 different boxes from them.
Right.
With 70 cards in the box.
So, but that's part of what they do also is, we raise funds and we go out and get stuff for our troops. And they're trying to help out by giving back to us.
They give a
through
lot
that.
back to the community.
They do.
A lot of our
Several
organizations
people.
do, and our churches, and just regular people. We couldn't do what we do without them, and we have sent.
Exactly.
I think I say this every time I'm on here. We've sent packages, care packages, once a month, every month since January of 2006.
Right. Well, you have to repeat it because you've got to be so proud of that to be able to do that.
And like I said, that we couldn't do it without the community and everybody, and the organizations and everybody.
Right. And Karen started from the beginning. So,
Yes, I am a charter member, and I am proud of that. Our first meeting was actually December of 2005, but to gather the addresses and stuff, we didn't get to send boxes till January of 2006, and it was the fourth Thursday of the
Right.
month.
And then I joined later on in the year of 2006. So, we've been together for a long time.
Yes, we have.
And, it's all from our heart, it just something that we have to do. We got to support all the veterans. And speaking of all of the veterans, we have a Veterans Day parade coming up that we're helping with. And if you'd like to be in the parade, please contact me, Karen,
Bill
Cooley. And I don't know Bill's phone number off the bat, but I believe it was in today's paper. But
And there should be some flyers around town too, because he's been everywhere.
yes.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, the parade starts at 10 o'clock on November the 10th. And if you want to be in the parade, you got to be there at 9 to line up.
yes. And the reason we ask you to do a entry form is because that entry form tells us what group is coming through. You'll have a number assigned, and then that tells us who's coming through. So then we can have the announcer or the MC tell the people who you are and what you do. And so that's very important. And I believe we've got several of the schools that their bands are coming. And we hope a lot of the children from schools will bring their bikes and get all patriotic for us.
Right. Yeah.
So-
And usually a lot of the groups are in it, and the fire department and all that. And the police
Exactly.
always help out. And
And of
Sheriff's
course,
Department.
we will have our Blue Star Mother will have a float in there, and we'll have cars from the car lots around town that's going to be there, and we appreciate them so much too,
Right.
And our Gold Star families as well, and so we're looking forward to it. We've got to thank our veterans.
We
So-
do. We need to, and we need a lot of people around the square too. Last year, I
Yes.
know it was kind of misty and rainy, but we still had the parade.
Exactly. And we fill up the square for other parades, and I know I seem a little harsh maybe saying that, but I would love to see it filled up for our veterans. They give so much, and they give so much of their time, even in times like this for the parade. A lot of the Vietnam veterans are helping out with the parade.
Right.
And, we depend on so many of the guys from Vance.
And actually,
So-
our Grand Marshal's a World War II veteran.
That's right. And he was there
and he
yesterday.
still drives. So he said, I can still drive.
That's right.
And he's going to be 93.
Yes. And, he seemed to be such a nice person.
Yes, he is.
And we're
Yeah.
looking forward to that. So we
Right.
hope that we can find a special vehicle for him. And we're in the looks for it. So
That's true. That's true.
But
It's the land of the free and the home of the brave because of our veterans.
that's right. They give
and our
all.
military and everybody,
That's right.
connected
So-
with that.
And then the Blue Star Mothers, of course, is still, if you've got a son or a daughter deployed, or you're a mother, whether it's past or present, the Blue Star Mothers can always use you. We would love to have you be a part of us. We're thinning out because we're getting a little bit older, and we need some of the younger moms to carry on what we
Right.
do. So,
And if you have We pack tomorrow night, and if you have someone that needs a care package till they come home, you can contact me. You can send me an email at KarenVollman@earthlink.net, and I will get that custom form made out, and that box will go out.
And you know, we are baking goodies, but we will have extra.
We'll have
We
enough,
always do
We always
extra
do.
just in case there is a new name or a new address. And you know, that's very important to us that y'all get these packages. So so help us out and send the addresses. Come join
Yeah,
us.
we had talked to a couple of mothers at Walmart, and they were supposed to email me the address. Haven't got them yet, but if I get them in time, they'll have a box.
That's right. That's right. So you know, think about that while you're listening to us. We seem to get on here and just gab a lot. But I guess that's what we do because we're proud of our soldiers and our airmen.
Oh yeah,
and
we love everyone of them.
everyone. And I have a great nephew that just left this week for Marine training camp. So I wish him the best, and I hope that he does well. So Brock, we're fighting for you, boy.
Oh yeah, that's
So-
great. Yeah,
So
I have two veterans. You know, one of my daughters and my son. But you know, my grandpa was in the 14th Cavalry, and he has a lot of history. But when you listen to Mr. Edmonds, you know, our World War II veteran, and that he says, I just forget, but he can remember everything about where he's went and what he done while he was in World War II, you know.
yes.
And it's so neat to hear their stories.
It is. And they're proud of those stories, you know. So, well, we don't have much time left, so I want to take this time to say thank you for all of y'all that help us in any way that you can. Thank you to all of our veterans, past, present, and the future.
Oh, yeah.
And we would like to thank Enid Television for letting us come on here and helping us to get our word out every month, and we appreciate y'all.
And we thank everybody that came to Walmart and donated for us, too. That
That's
makes our
right.
boxes get full and go out. And
That's right, and we can fill them, and you know, it's because of y'all. So, and I would like to say, continue to pray for our troops, our country, and each other, and help us to continue to share the love that we have for our troops. And do you have anything you'd like to
God
say?
bless America.
Thank you, and we appreciate everything that y'all do. And I hope if we don't talk to you again before Thanksgiving, have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Tricia Mitchell, Executive Director with the For Our Kids Foundation, whose mission is to provide support to children and adults with disabilities. Please look for us on Community Talk.
Hello, I'm Stacie Leaton, a board member with the Enid SPCA. And for those of you that are not familiar with our organization, stands for the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. And I have here with me today Karen Hickman. She is our board president. And we are here to talk about our major fundraiser for the year. It's our 19th annual Food, Wine, and Beer Festival. And then just also tell you a little bit more about our organization. So Karen, first, let's just start talking about the Food, Wine, and Beer Festival. Tell me, what is the date, time, and location of this year's event?
Yes, Stacie. So this year's event is going to be held at the same place we've had it for the past few years, and that's the Chisholm Trail Expo Center. And it'll be Saturday, November 3rd from 7 to 9:30. And pouring, the vendors who will be serving either the beer and the wine or the food will serve from 7 to 9.
Okay, wonderful. And if somebody is interested in attending an event, what type of things will they see, experience?
Well, we're really excited about this year. And we're excited because, one, it's our 19th annual Wine, Food, and Beer Festival. And it's also our 20th year, our birthday, if you will. We're 20 years old at the Enid SPCA. And so we're really excited about the fact that we have developed a theme this year for making rescues the breed of choice for the past 20 years. And our goal is really for that evening is to just highlight what all we've done for the past 20 years. And the ways we'll be able to do that is we have, I think we're at about 16 food vendors that will be there from around the community of Enid, around the county. But then we'll also have, I think we're pushing 8 to 10 beer and wine vendors who will be there serving their wares. And so topping all of that is the music that will be provided by the bill collectors.
Right.
And so, yeah, we're looking forward to all of the happenings that will be going on at the festival this year.
Wonderful. And you mentioned the Enid SPCA is celebrating our 20th anniversary here in our community. And just tell me a little bit about what the SPCA, what does it do for the Enid community?
Well, it really makes me excited when I describe what all we do for the community. I was talking with Vicki Grants, our director, today, and she came up with a number that was mind-blowing to me, and that is that, so we're in our 20th year, but for the first 15 years, we saved, adopted out and saved animals, the number of animals that we have saved and rescued the last 5 years. So in the last 5 years, we've saved as many animals as we did our first 15,
Wow.
which means we've gone through a tremendous growth in what we can contribute to the community. So not only do we provide compassionate care for animals that are waiting to be adopted, we're also involved in providing pet food for a pet food pantry. So individuals who have animals, companion animals, that, you know, they're having just a little bit of a hard time getting food for those animals, they can come to our facility once a month and get cat food or dog food and use that to help them just tide that bridge, if you will.
Right. And I know that we have several wonderful programs, but two in particular is the SNP and the Impact. Tell me a little bit about each of those programs.
So the SNP program was our first program that we ever developed for spaying and neuter, low-cost spaying and neuter. And that really has been maintained through the generosity of donors and just people participating in it, in which we have individuals who are from Enid or surrounding areas can pay a particular fee based upon their income to have their pet spayed or neutered. And those fees vary depending upon the animal, and so you can really go and apply for that at the SPCA. But we also have a currently funded program through PetSmart Charities that we refer to as Impact. And Impact, we're in I think our fifth or sixth version of Impact. I think fifth.
Fifth, I believe.
And we've received funding since 2010 from PetSmart Charities. And with it, we have available low-cost spay and neuters for individuals for cats or dogs in the Enid area. Through those programs, those two programs, as well as the spaying and neutering of our animals, we've spayed and neutered over 9,500 animals since 2010.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yes, that is a lot.
And we also have another exciting program that we've started here, I don't know, 3 years ago or so, called the Rescue Wagon. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Right. So even though we have spayed or neutered all those animals, adopted out more in the last 5 years than we ever have, we still have a need for saving animals in the city of Enid and the surrounding community. And so through just our networking, Vicki, again, our executive director, has been in communications with a variety of transfer organizations in which they transfer animals from Enid or a town, and they transfer them to states or cities that don't have pets available for adoption. So we're referring to that as Rescue Wagon. And Rescue Wagon, it kind of got its start, its full year start last year. And we transported 175 animals from Enid to Wyoming, Colorado, a variety of states. And we couldn't have done it with, again, generosity from our community.
Right.
And Pope Distributing donated one of their fleet vehicles they were retiring.
Right.
And then we also got Dog Talk to sponsor the wrap of it. So if you see this wild orange and white and a big Boston Terrier on the side of it, that's the Rescue Wagon. It doesn't just transport animals it could be for flights from Oklahoma City, or vans that'll be transporting them to Denver from Veneta.
Right.
We also are transporting animals back and forth in that van to OSU for spaying and neutering and other health care.
Right, right. And, if we have off-site adoption events and things like that, it
Correct.
helps with that as well and stuff. So we also have for individuals that, have dogs at home and they might need some grooming services. I believe we have a groomer on site.
We do. She's been with us for a very long time, Susan Thompson Rowley. My dogs go to her and they can't wait to get out of the car to run in and get to see Susan because just her care and her love towards animals is just amazing. And so we have her numbers on our website, but for those interested, her phone number, you can call her. She has a different number than the Enid SPCA office, and that's 580-402-7777, and you can schedule an appointment.
Tell me, where is the Enid SPCA located and what are the operating hours?
I just like to say it's around a lot of fun because we're near the water park.
Yes.
We're near Skate Town for our kids. And so we're down Overland Trail. We're kind of at the very end of Overland Trail.
Right.
1116 Overland Trail. We're open Tuesday through Saturday. Our hours on Tuesday through Friday are 11 to 5, and then 11 to 3 on Saturdays.
Cool. So if somebody is interested in getting involved with the Enid SPCA, what type of things are available?
Right. So I always like to say, if you want to get involved with the Enid SPCA, you can give of your gift, you can give of your time, and you can give of your talent. And time-wise, we have opportunities for volunteers to come into the shelter, and they can interact with the dogs. They can clean cages. They can help with the loads and loads of laundry that we go through.
Right.
I don't know that you can top Jacob. If you haven't seen Wednesdays with Jacob, it's a phenomenal volunteering job that he has done. So that's part of it. We have off-site events
Right.
where we really need people to come and basically they could transport animals, they can come and rescue or represent the SPCA and just provide information. We go to a lot of the shows that are at the Expo Center.
Right.
We have adoption events off-site at PetSmart, the store, and just helping us in those ways. We also have training. So we have people that can come walk the dogs, and then we have an amazing person who volunteers, Pat, who volunteers and helps train some of our animals.
Of course, always, the most important aspect is monetary donations.
Absolutely.
If somebody is interested in making a donation in that way, what's the best way to go about doing that?
So we can always use donations. We have available on our website at enidspca.org, as well as on our Facebook page, links to PayPal. You could schedule monthly donations. We're currently, it's listed under Victory Shelter Club if you go to our website. We're in the process of kind of revamping that program, but if you could just think about donating $10 a month to the SPCA. We just absolutely function on the basis of donations. We're a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We are not linked to the ASPCA. We don't receive any government funding. It's totally on the basis of donations from our community.
Right. Well, again, remind us when and where and the date of the wine festival this year.
So the wine festival is November 3rd, Saturday, 7 to 9:30 p.m. at the Chisholm Trail Expo Center.
And can one obtain their invitations at the door, or?
Oh, good question. So we are selling we're taking donations of a $35 ticket for your invitations to be able to attend the event. And they can get those at the Enid SPCA or the CAT Clinic, or you can purchase them online at enidspca.org.
All right, wonderful. Well, I'd like to thank everybody that tuned in today to hear a little bit about the Enid SPCA and our 19th annual Food and Wine and Beer Festival. I hope everybody can come out and enjoy the fun. And, you know, if for whatever reason you can't attend the event, please think about signing up for our monthly donation giving club. So thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Matt Lohman, CEO of Hope Outreach Ministries, where our mission statement is sharing the love of Jesus Christ to the felt needs of our community for the purpose of empowering people towards responsible living. Where we have our parenting ministry, our homeless ministry, our community care ministry, our transitional housing ministry, and our thrift store ministry, which helps everyone in our community who is in need. Please look for us on Community Talk. We're looking forward to telling you more about each of those ministries.